Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host. I'm just out for a little run on the Quingo mobility scooter. The first video I'm going to do is a 630 mile longer term review of the Quingo. Let's go for a little wander. Okay, so I've been out in the Quingo in good weather, bad weather. I've travelled for over 630 miles in total. This was a second-hand Quingo. The full title is the Quingo Toura Mark II. Quingo Toura 2. It's a Class 3 vehicle as designation by the UK, which means it can go on the pavement, it can go on the road, and it can go inside places like shops. It can deal with grass and hills. It can deal with quite a few off-road style areas, and I had it when it was about between 60 and 70 miles already on the clock, second hand. It's a 2021 model, and it hadn't been used much at all. In fact, the person who bought it was for the intended use. Unfortunately, the person who had it had a stroke, so they hardly got any use out of it at all. It stood inside an actual garage for most of its first year. Then it was sold to a company who serviced it, and I bought it. It has a 650 watt motor, 4-pole motor, very powerful, and has a lot of oomph, as I would put it. Before this I had a Quingo, and I also own a Pride Revo, but this is the unit that I go everywhere in. It has a range of 55 miles max, although, to put that into context, it does actually have a regenerative braking system, which means every time you slow down and stop, a little bit of energy is going back. This unit, I would say, probably got more like a range of 40 miles, simply because the batteries are the original batteries, from what I can tell, from 2021, and during this winter it has been left outside. It has been on permanent charge, so it hasn't been left for the batteries to drain, which has helped the batteries not lose too much, but the batteries are not perfect. I mean, I think they'll last at least another year, hopefully, and then I'll have to get some more. The actual cost of one of these, if you buy it new, remember I didn't buy it new, I part exchanged it with my old one, and it came to, I paid about 2,100 in total. I believe the actual cost of buying a Quingo Toura Mark II new is around £8,000, which is a lot of money. But this is an over-engineered, well-designed system. It is the only mobility scooter with 5 wheels, What that means is the front wheels, you've got a central main wheel, and then you've got 2 side wheels. Now, both of those side wheels are not on the floor most of the time. Only when you turn does that side go on the floor and go on the other side. So you've got the stability of you've got the maneuverability of a 3-wheel scooter for turning in there. This can basically turn on its own axis. Or you've also got the stability of 4 wheels with having the 5-wheel system. I've got a few extras on here, like the canopy, which is brilliant. The Quingo canopy that goes on here isn't just a little flimsy thing. It's built out of a steel frame, and that steel frame bolts onto your primary system frame. So it is actually really, it's not going to come out. It's more like a crash roll cage than a blooming normal frame cage. And yeah, let's go down here. And after 700, almost 630 miles, I am absolutely so happy with this. It has a wonderful dashboard. Well, the only things I would say, the downers for you, I would say there's only 3 things that I can find. Let's do the cons, the 3 cons that I can find with this unit. The first is something I miss from the Quingo. The Quingo's display had an odometer like this, which my odometer shows 702.1 miles at the moment. But the Quingo had a destination or a current travel one, so you could basically reset the thingy and see how much you were doing each day. And I missed that. I missed having that thing so I could see exactly how many miles I travelled in the vehicle each day. That little extra was rather nice. The other thing is the horn on this. Now that may sound loud, but I don't even when you can pick that up. But the horn on the Quingo was basically a horn from a car. You press that horn and everybody could hear you. This is more anemic. But apart from those 2 things, I haven't found anything on this unit that I don't love. The control lever is amazing. It's so gradual. Like at the moment I've got it turned to maximum speed and the full available, which means it's got an available power. The maximum speed in the UK for one of these is about 8 miles an hour. Now there's a little bit of leeway because that's just the way it is. It's better to have a little bit more than not. So if I turn it to standard, I can set it as a setting for going on pavements. The maximum speed is about 4 miles an hour, 4.5 miles an hour. If I stick it on the road version, or the version that I have all the time, because I know the throttle well enough now that I can keep it within what I need to. So I could go up to 9.5 miles an hour. This will reach 9.5 miles an hour, and I have used that in situations on the road where I've needed to get out of the way of oncoming things. That little extra is sometimes comfortable. At the moment we're doing 3.7 mile an hour, 3.9, 3.8. I am very used to this. This unit has very fast acceleration. For example, that's already at 8.5. This thing accelerates extremely fast. It's got the power when you need it to get places. It is, you never feel as if you're limited or going to have problems. I don't have any range anxiety with this. I mean, the batteries, even though they're not brand new, are quite good. The suspension is good. You will still feel the bumps. But yeah, now let's talk about comfort. The seat on this is more comfortable than my luxury gaming seat in the house by Max, I think it's called, the actual people who made that. The seat on this is so comfortable. It's got memory foam on top of normal. It's got wonderful places to rest your arms on. You can alter the size and shape and angle. You can lean back on it. You can have it in a more lumbar position. It has a back headrest. It's this one is, when you pay that much for one of these, you're getting the equivalent of like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley in luxury. It is really well done. I mean, seriously, I have never felt so comfortable. When I'm out in this for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I never feel like I've aching or anything due to the seat. The seat is wonderful. The control system, this could be a pro or a con, the steering. This is a big vehicle. It weighs quite a lot in itself. It can carry a lot of weight. I believe it can take up to 220 kilograms in weight. That is a lot of extra weight. But the steering on it can be a bit of a manhandle thing. You need a bit of strength in your arm. There is a way and options to increase and improve the steering ease for people that don't have as much power or strength in their arms or disabilities. Those are available, I know that. But in its standard configuration, it's a bit of a monster to turn corners on sometimes. I'm used to it, and I like that it's such a solid steering system. But yeah, it's something to think about if you do have weak arms. It'll give you a workout. It will give you a workout. Let's go this way. I mean, it's not, the steering is very, like, put it this way, like I said, watch that. You want to see how the turning circle on this? It literally turns. If I'd been in the centre, it would have done it all around easily. But yeah, I'm just getting a drink. The braking system is amazing. I mean, really amazing. I have never had the actual automatic braking system fail on this. Basically what that means is the automatic braking system, as soon as you take your hand off the throttle, no matter how fast you're going, it will bring you to a stop. And it doesn't bring you to a juddering stop. It's not a juddering stop, but it's a very fast stop. For example, what's this? It stops you really fast. In fact, I'll do a little, once we get past these bumps here, I'll take you up to its max speed and then show you how quickly it stops. So let's just get over this root bumps here. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9 miles an hour and stop. Very good, very quick. It does have a manual brake, disc brake on the front that can be used at any time if you need it, but I have never found that I actually need it. It has running lights on the front and the back. They're on all the time. LED lights, very bright LED lights. It all has a main light and rear red lights. It has front and back indicators with beeps as well. So when I'm on the road and I turn the corner, you press this button. You can even, and so on for turning corners and so on. It's all there. And what else? It is actually a really cold day today, It's 3 degrees Celsius outside, and it's gone up to actually 6 degrees Celsius. See now, so I've put the sides of the canopy down. I'm fully enclosed at the moment. There's no wind getting in, there's nothing getting in. I am warm in here, and I am really happy to be out doing this. There's a little bit of rain, but nothing major. Ooh, a little cat over there. The other added feature that I had put on this unit was the rear-facing camera. Without the rear-facing camera, you usually have 2 big rear-facing mirrors. But I'm happy with the rear-facing camera. So what else can I tell you about it? We'll go for a little run on the road. Just by show you what I mean about how fast this is. And I'm going to be going uphill up this little new road that they've got here to the top. So I'll turn the lights on, the main light on the front and everything. Right, so okay. Yeah, this is a very, very fast, very comfortable vehicle, and you can go on, because it's a class 3, you can go on anywhere up to a dual carriageway. I'd never ride something like this on a dual carriageway, but legally it can, and this is one of the fastest ones. And even though we're going uphill now at the moment, we're going at 8.7 miles an hour. It's just going straight up here, no problem at all. We're just going to go over here. Right. Now, I'm going to stop this now and say bye-bye for now. I hope that was interesting. That explains pretty much everything on the review.